All right, I need you to hear this carefully. This car can add about 160 miles of range in just 5 minutes of charging. And if that's not fast enough, you can literally swap the battery in about 3 minutes and drive away. Yeah, like changing a giant AA battery. Now, hold up, because that's not even the craziest part. This thing makes almost 700 horsepower, rides on a 900-volt architecture, and comes packed with tech that honestly makes a lot of luxury cars in the US look like flip phones in the iPhone era. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the NIO ET9, China's ultra-luxury electric flagship that's basically looking at cars like the BMW i7 and Tesla Model S and saying, "Move over, Grandpa." And as an American watching this, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kinda jealous. But before we get into the insane interior, because trust me, you're not ready for that, let's start with the outside. First impressions? This thing looks like a spaceship that accidentally landed in the luxury sedan segment. Starting up front, the face of the ET9 is clean, futuristic, and honestly kinda intimidating. The headlights are these super slim split LED units that stretch across the front like a glowing blade. They look aggressive, but also ridiculously high-tech, almost like something straight out of a sci-fi movie. Right below them, you've got the main lighting cluster integrated into the bumper, giving the car this layered, futuristic look. And the grille? There isn't one, because, well, it's electric. Instead, the front bumper has these sculpted air channels that help with aerodynamics and cooling. Everything here looks smooth, intentional, and expensive. Even the hood design has these subtle creases running down the center that give the car a strong, muscular stance. Now move to the side. This is where you realize just how big this thing actually is. The ET9 stretches over 5.3 meters long, which means it's basically the size of a long wheelbase executive limo. The proportions are beautiful. Long hood, long wheelbase, short overhangs. Classic luxury sedan recipe. You also get massive wheels, up to 22 inches, filling out the arches perfectly. And the door handles? Flush, of course. They sit completely flat against the body until you unlock the car. Then they pop out like something from a spy movie. The window line is clean and elegant, and the roof flows smoothly into the rear, giving the whole car this sleek, coupe-like silhouette. But wait until you see the back, because the rear of the ET9 might be my favorite angle. There's this full-width LED light bar stretching across the trunk, glowing like a laser at night. It gives the car a super modern look, similar to what you'd see on something like the Porsche Taycan, but with a more luxury vibe. The bumper is wide and sculpted, with subtle aerodynamic details. No fake exhausts, no unnecessary drama, just clean luxury electric. But trust me, the exterior is just the appetizer, because the interior of this thing, oh boy, this is where Chinese car makers are making the rest of the world sweat. All right, let's talk power, because this luxury limo is not slow. The ET9 runs on a dual-motor, all-wheel drive system, producing around 797 horsepower and 700 newton-meters of torque. Yeah, that's almost supercar power in a luxury sedan. 0 to 100 kilometers per hour happens in about 4 seconds, which is wild considering the size and weight of this thing. The battery? A massive 100-plus kilowatt-hour pack, delivering around 650 miles of range on the Chinese testing cycle. But the real magic is the 900-volt electrical system. This allows insanely fast charging, up to 600 kilowatts. That means you can literally add around 160 miles of range in 5 minutes under ideal conditions. And if that's still too slow, you just drive into a NIO station and swap the battery in about 3 minutes. No waiting, no charging, just swap and go. I swear, if we had this system in America, people would lose their minds. Now, luxury means nothing without safety, and NIO packed this thing with tech. The ET9 uses the NIO Aquila autonomous driving system, powered by multiple sensors, including 3 LiDAR units scanning the road around you. That system enables features like adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, automatic emergency braking, blind spot monitoring, traffic jam assist, highway autonomous driving, and thanks to its advanced driver assistance chips and sensors, the car is constantly analyzing the environment around it. The body structure is also designed for high crash protection, with multiple airbags and reinforced safety zones. Basically, this car is watching the road even when you're not. All right, now we enter the part where American luxury brands should probably start sweating. Open the door of the ET9, and it feels like stepping into a private jet lounge. First thing you notice? Space. This car is designed as a 4-seat executive flagship, meaning the rear seats are basically thrones. Massive reclining seats, leg rests, premium leather everywhere. You could honestly take a nap back here, or run a business meeting, or both. Then there's the screens. This thing is loaded with displays. A huge central infotainment screen dominates the dashboard, controlling almost everything in the car. The driver gets a crisp digital instrument cluster, passengers get their own entertainment displays, and the system is powered by advanced chips, so everything feels lightning fast. But NIO didn't stop there. The ET9 also features their SkyRide intelligent chassis system. This suspension is so advanced that it can read the road ahead and adjust the dampers before the car even hits bumps. In fact, NIO demonstrated the system by placing champagne glasses on the hood while driving over bumps, and they didn't fall over. Yeah, that's not suspension, that's witchcraft. You also get premium surround sound audio, ambient lighting, heated and ventilated seats, advanced voice assistant, over-the-air updates, and everything just feels insanely futuristic. Honestly, sometimes when I see interiors like this from Chinese automakers, I look at some American cars and think, guys, what are we doing? Despite being a luxury flagship, the ET9 is still practical. The trunk offers around 540+ liters of cargo space, which is more than enough for luggage on a family trip. There's also a front trunk, giving you extra storage for smaller bags. And with that huge wheelbase of over 3.2 meters, rear passengers get limo-level legroom. So whether you're driving yourself or getting chauffeured like a CEO, this car works. All right, moment of truth. You've seen the luxury, you've seen the technology, you've seen the insane charging speeds. So how much does this futuristic flagship cost? Take a guess. $150,000? $200,000? Try around $110,000 to $120,000, depending on the version. Yeah, that's roughly the same price as a well-equipped BMW i7, but with some technology that honestly feels 5 years ahead, which raises a serious question. If you had the choice, would you buy the German luxury icon or this Chinese tech monster? Drop your answer in the comments, because I really want to know. And that brings us to the end of this mind-blowing machine. The NIO ET9 might not be sold in the US yet, but if cars like this eventually arrive here, the luxury car market is about to get very interesting. So what do you think? Future luxury king or future flop? Drop your thoughts below. And if you enjoyed this review, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to NextGear Reviews, and turn on the notification bell, because next time we're looking at another insane Chinese EV that might just scare Tesla. And trust me, you do not want to miss that.